Yeah. I can just predict you're gonna say something snarky like, oh, you know how to spell.
But I didn't.
I know, because I beat you to the punch. So it wasn't fun.
I wasn't going to because I wasn't listening.
Nah, man. You take that back. I always have insightful things to say here on the Gunginga cast, which is now live.
Yo, what's up, Gunginga?
Alright, buddy, it's not that deep.
Yo! What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the stream!
Well, there's no one here, so, yeah.
It's for the VOD. You can hear me yelling. Because God knows that you're not going to trim it.
Yep.
Especially because it's funny. Yeah.
Alright, Max, if you could join us in a moment of silence before the ceremonial coin toss.
Oh, speaking of the ceremonial coin toss, where did I put my coin? There's my
I
coin.
said a moment of silence.
I have to start the coin toss ceremony, so I will decide when the moment of silence is. Thank you very much.
Alright, well, please let me know.
Okay. Can I get an invite to the lobby?
One doesn't simply get an invite, but yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just forcibly join. Oh,
No, I didn't. Roll back the VOD.
Okay. Moment of silence before the ceremony. Oh, wait, we need to get Freya in here.
Oh, is Freya joining us?
Yes, she is.
Alright, well, we can still do the coin toss without her.
All right, moment of silence. Who calls it?
Tails.
Oh, you're saying tails?
It's Meteora.
Oh. There's heads.
Ooh. Red dog. It was heads. Pick a control map. I spell great.
I'm moving Freya in here. Actually, I can't.
I'm moving Freya in here. Hello, Freya the Freak. Welcome to the Gungiga cast.
Oh, well, thank you.
We
You
are
missed,
live on Twitch.
and you missed our ceremonial moment of silence. But that is
Oh.
okay. Um, but Bread Dog won the coin toss, and they are currently choosing a control map. I will say very poorly. But in the meantime, to the Max and Freya the Freak, we will look into Team 1, which is Bread Dog. And for the first time this entire season, we have the full 5-man roster here.
Which is crazy. Especially considering it's the captain that is usually missing.
That is actually kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
You know who would never miss a game?
John Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was gonna say Jared JC87, but you right.
Well, either way, looking at this team, we have Scrug on the tank, which is probably going to be Doomfist, as we all are aware. You have Melly and Pi on the DPS line, which is probably going to be a pocketed Sojourn with some sort of Pi DPS of the day. And you got JP Baguette on the support line. Baguette can play the Mercy, but is more flexible than just that. Can play a lot of Kier, can play a lot of Juno. And JP, you guys don't know a lot about, but I do, because I have the unfortunate circumstance of knowing him quite well. And, wow, there's a lot going on in that chat right now. Yeah, JP plays a lot of BEP. He plays a lot of Ana. He's a very aggressive support and kind of just likes to play in his tank's booty hole. Did they call Samoa? What kind of freaks? I take back every good thing I said about them.
Wait, they're picking Samoa?
Oh? I've never seen this map.
All right, well, while we wait for our confusion to be settled, we do have Meteor, which I do know how to say now. It is week 5. And on that team, you do have Tonk on tank, who is a very good ball player but hasn't played a lot of ball this season. You got Warrior and Glitter Vomit on DPS. Very good Genji player and a very good hit scan player. Can usually 1v5. And then you got IDBC1 and Miching on support. Miching is just kind of a jack of all trades. Plays a lot of Brig, plays a lot of Kiri, plays a lot of really whatever you need him to. And IDBC1 is going to be your Mercy player, but will also play a lot of Ana, a lot of Kiri, a lot of Juno. There's a lot of overlap, but it works very well.
That's something we love to hear.
Meteora is kind of a powerhouse team, but you know, Scrug on the Doomfist also kind of a threat.
Yeah, I mean, either way, this
Scrug
game
is
should be
a
good.
Wicked.
They
like,
have
a
we have
wicked
I do
threat,
believe we have 2 one-trick tanks in this lobby.
No,
Alright, so
Tonk can flex play though.
Tonk hasn't
That's-
played ball this entire season.
Yes, he has.
oh,
Tonk hasn't played a lot of ball this entire season.
But he has played ball.
so it's gonna be really seeing whether or not Scrug's all in on Doomfist mentality is
Gonna
gonna
pay
really
off
change
again.
anything here.
Oh, don't worry, he is always going to be all in on that Doomfist.
I have 3,000 ping.
That's good, that's good. That's actually what you're supposed to have.
My PC. Yeah, the higher the better for
Yeah.
your latency, guys.
Yeah.
Oh damn, I'm back down to 16.
Oh, so close.
16?
Yeah.
Do you live in Blizzard?
I mean, yeah, we did just have one, so
Oh, that's why your internet's so good. It's making sense now.
it's all coming together, guys.
Well,
Alrighty.
We're gonna
he's
get
doing it.
started on.
He's really doing it. Hold on.
He's doing it.
I gotta hit it. John Yu-Gi-Oh on Torb?
We're gonna get started for Meteora with Tonk on Zarya, John Yuji on the Torb, Glitter Vomit, of course, on the Genji, Mei Chang on the Brig, and ADBC1 on the Juno. Meanwhile, on Bread Dog, we've got Scrug on, you guessed it, Winston, but not Winston. Pi on the Reaper guy, Melly on Sojourn, JP3 Reigns on Ana, and Baguette on Mercy.
Yeah, so not a lot of surprises here. Of course, John Yu-Gi-Oh playing what is kind of surprisingly a meta pick right now. It got exposed a lot in the Korean games, dueling it with a Symmetra and a horse, but outside of it, it's just a good
Jumping
pick.
on the Genji really quick, almost taking him out pretty early on in the fight. Sorry
Yeah,
to interrupt.
The issue he's going to run into, though, is he's playing into a very good DPS player. No one knows how he is on Torb. But when he's played it in the past, he's been pretty dang good. It's just obviously not his namesake.
Looks like
Yeah, no,
Melly-
John Yu-Gi-Oh is also known as John Hitscan guy. Scrug getting low. Glitter Vomit falls pretty late in this fight. First pick of the fight. Scrug getting low, getting healed up by Baguette over here on point.
Pi goes down.
Melly goes down, Pi goes down. Currently, all cards in favor of Meteora. Scrug just abandoning the poor Mercy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
She's
do
gonna
it.
get out.
It's kind of hard to do anything here when you're down your entire DPS line. Surprisingly, JP on the Grandma, his Goonginga Season 5 full team debut will get out, but you're already down your Mercy, so going in here is very surprising from Bread Dog.
Yeah, not looking great for Red Dog here. Scrug at 16 HP.
Wow.
That was a grab.
And we Valk here? This is a very interesting play by Baguette. She's going for the res?
Going
Why?
for the res on Melly.
Uh,
Pi's down. That it was a questionable res, but you know what? They get out though. They're gonna get a 4-man
Maybe.
regroup here. Tonk is getting low, dies, but not without trading with Scrug.
Both
Yeah.
tanks are down.
Melly also falls to the Molten Core and Glitter Vomit dash.
Bread Dog is really just, I hate to say it, but they're throwing. They're just straight up throwing. They took
They're
one.
uncoordinated.
They took
They're not-
one. They're okay. They're uncoordinated. They took one really good team fight. Pi got a really good pick, and Pi got a second pick in that second fight. But it's hard to call it a fight when you're already down a big source of your healing and other just resources.
Blade is gonna come out in the back line. Is also gonna get a bubble from Tonk over here. Gets healed up a little bit. Not gonna find a whole lot with that Blade. Tonk kind of cleaning up in there. Belly gets res, but Baguette dies for it. No heals on the side of Red Dog over here.
Yeah,
Death
Pie's
Blossom
going
comes out from
ham.
Pie, finds 2. Meteor Strike comes out from Scrug. Glitter Vomit just kind of cleaning up here. Yeah, the DPS line just kind of cleaning up that fight, saying, yeah, we lost a couple here, but NBD. We are going to see Baguette swap onto the Moira here, as well as JP on the Lucio.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna end too
Baguette
well
falls
for Red
early.
Dog.
JP3
support.
down, no heals again for Red Dog.
Wow, this is just
We
looking
just
really
see Melly
unfortunate
swap
for
onto the
Red Dog.
Cass as well. Did not notice that. Taking the 1v1 with Glitter Vomit.
That was really unfortunate to see. It's kind of like they're just wet bread dog right now. They're not doing good. They smell awful. They're falling apart
You know-
probably in their own hands.
Somebody on Bread Dog said get some SPF for this fight, and I'm thinking that Bread Dog forgot their SPF because they're looking a little burnt.
I think they just jumped into the ocean too soon and it all came off.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, you gotta let SPF sit for around 20 minutes before getting
Holy
in the
crap.
water.
Alright, well, we're going to see Scrug swap onto the Ryan.
Holy.
I am very excited for this. I absolutely love seeing Ryan's in games. It's so much fun.
It's a little interesting if this was their game plan all along that they would put Scrug on tank then, because Pi is a really good Ryan, and I think Sage offers a much different view when it comes to the DPS line, especially when going into a very anti-dive heavy team. But JP also on the Juno, so we should have a very different round, I'd like to hope.
Meteora, Team Meteora, kind of getting forced back into that little, like, room there, with Scrug just kind of holding W into them. Glitter Vomit just kind of being a nuisance, does kind of pay the price for it, though. Pie falls pretty low here, is getting healed up by the Juno in the back line. Playing around the Rhine shield really well.
They're
Yeah,
doing
Scrug getting super
phenomenal with that
aggressive.
Ryan shield.
I like to see it, I like to see it.
Yeah.
Ryan, yeah, kind of playing Ryan like he does, Doomfist.
Yeah, except he has a little bit more health and a lot more shield.
Yeah, a big old shield. A big block. A bigger block, but less mobility.
Well, I think another big thing to note is that his support line is much more aggressive now. They're not playing back, they're not doing any pocket, they're looking at Sage all of the time.
Yeah, they can really enable Sage here and just kind of let him be super aggressive because they don't have to follow him into a back line.
And that is what-
We see Coalescence and Shatter come out.
Yeah, Melly goes down right away, and with Shatter coming in, they weren't able to secure a pick on Tonk.
Yeah, we're gonna see Rally come out as well as Orbital Ray. Pi just kind of looking to build that Death Blossom and get like a
I
pretty
don't wanna
big
see
one
him-
here.
I really didn't want to see him use it here.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
I gotta say not the best spot to use it. He is gonna die for it as well without getting a single pick with that.
That
But knowing
very
Pi, he'll build it
spiky.
up pretty quickly. Melly frontlining and dying for it.
Yeah, I mean, luckily you're already at 70% on ult charge, or on point capture percentage.
Yeah, they can kind of afford to regroup here.
What do you see going in this fight, Freya?
Honestly, so far, I think I think Red Dog has kind of like brought their mojo back. It's very, how I was gonna say, it's just it's good to see. Looks like a high noon's gonna end up.
Big
going
old
up,
grab from Tonk here. Really just getting
unfortunately-
aggressive.
Unfortunately, the grab and the amount of damage they can just pump out right now is just a little bit
Yeah.
too much for the moment.
That
Yeah.
orbital ray damage boost just kind of melted them.
And I
in
think
that grab.
I think I would have liked to see Melly stay on the Sojourn here. I get that Cass is good into counter dive, but you're just not getting enough value out of it, especially playing into a Torb. You want that more bulky range.
You also want that good like snap of damage there.
Oh yeah, and speaking of snap of damage, JP and Scrug finding the pick onto Tonk. Scrug does have Shatter, and Addy BC1 is falling kind of low. They should be able to secure the pick, but Glitter Vomit is falling quite low to Melly. Gets back to
Really
the...
did swap the soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, and here it is.
We
Ball
do
Tonk.
have Blade up for this next fight, as well as Molten Core on the side of Team Meteora.
I would really
Scrug
like
does
to-
have Shatter though, so I would.
He misses
It
it.
was an
Ah.
attempted. It was attempted Shatter.
Every Ryan thinks he can do it. I think I can do it. Never happens, never works.
I have better luck sleeping Genjis than I do shattering them, and I think I kind of hate that.
Well, some idiot gave him legs. Like, what the hell's that
Cut them
about?
off.
So it looks
Mercy,
like
why
Scrug
are you
is
doing that?
kinda bullied
Angela?
here.
Oh, what a pin!
But Scrug's gonna get a fat pick.
What a
So
pig.
low. Oh, that's so upsetting.
He did not go without a fight.
No, we did not.
He did not go gently into that quiet night.
Looks
Well-
like Tonka swapped over the ball.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
80 to
the
mines already.
iconic pick.
Now, this is going to be kind of a weird fight. You're going to have basically 4 ults from the side of Bread Dog. So you'd like to think they could just kind of steamroll this, especially with just having Rally and potentially Mines up for the start of this fight.
They're gonna pop Coalescence early. Rally does come out to counter it. Baguette is kind of forced to use that Coalescence to handle Glitter Vomit.
Yeah, here comes the Visor.
Melly finding Glitter Vomit and Chang and Tonk.
Yeah, and you're going to have Shatter if this fight is prolonged, and Python is just going to go in and blossom. Alright, this was a...
Surprising turnaround.
Oh, goodness. They are just ever so slightly coming in just barely to touch the point every time. Ugh.
Not really what like the performance I expected from this map.
No, and this has been a
Not
very
mad
exciting
about it either.
turnaround.
Yeah.
And you know
I
what?
will say I am disappointed in Scrug for not using the choo-choo skin.
Well, we're gonna have a Ryan duel, but I think what's really exciting is I think we're seeing. I don't know why we're seeing these adaptations. I'm not in the team comms, and I might say something that's absolutely wrong. Sage might have had the idea on his own, but I'd like to think JP coming back to his team after leaving them, abandoning them for 3 whole weeks. That's the reason Scrug was finally willing to switch over to something different. Who knows?
We've seen Scrug swap off the Doom a couple of times, but never
not like this.
long.
No.
Like it's been like a oh, I gotta go touch point, or I gotta go this for like this, and then swaps right back onto the Doom.
What a
but
pick from Melly
Scrug is
though.
sticking.
What a
Oh.
counter pin from Tong.
What a pick for John Yu-Gi-Oh and the John Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
John Yu-Gi-Oh and female Cass.
That is not female cast. That
No,
is
but it
regular
is.
cast.
No, but it is. I can feel it in my soul. I'm getting the good feeling in my
Blizzard, balls in your
bones.
court.
Hey, this is all my court. I run this whole show.
No. I mean, if Cassidy's female now, what's Ash?
Also female Cass.
Oh, lesbian.
I think what's more important is Sage is back on the
Back on
Doomfist,
him.
and he's
Yeah.
dead.
So I'm expecting an instant swap back.
Yeah,
But I
I-
know I would hope for an instant swap back, especially into a Cassidy.
it's not happening.
It's not.
It's
not. A
not.
good
I know
idea
it's
to
not
bring
gonna
Scrug.
happen, but I can hope.
We can all hope.
High Noon is already up for John Yu-Gi-Oh. We also have Shatter and Nano coming up.
Oh, and Glitter Bomb
Glitter Bomb
falls
gets
again.
picked.
Say right now, if they're able to focus on Tonk, it's it for Tonk.
Yeah, Tonk's so dead here. He should not live this fight.
He should not be getting healed, but he's just surviving.
High in the back line on the
Yeah.
supports, and Baguette with the girl boss.
They shatter him. That poor man. He's just trying to get groceries for his family.
That was honestly very interesting to see there. I did not think Scrug was going to be able to start baiting the Rhine in the bad positions like he did there.
Well, and I
That
think
was really good to see.
it's all the catalyst of Pi really just going and flanking on the Reaper now. Just exposing how much like weakness they have back there, because it's not like they're a bad
Yeah.
backline, but if Pi gets on that and he can get picked, but if he gets picked like that, then it doesn't go too well.
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks like Glitter Bomb's going to go down from Melee. Scrug punching them out of the big old beam.
And Melly's on the Ashe now. This is a very interesting pick. Obviously he's pretty good at it, but this is not something we've seen in quite a minute.
Nano's
Girl
gonna
boss
go
part
out,
2!
and it looks like, yep, Tonk is
There's
going to be
two.
able to
Part
find
3!
find everybody he wants to
He
find.
hits the fire strike. I know Tonk lost that fight, but that was a really nice fire strike.
I just want to talk about Baguette getting 4 in that fight.
Hey,
Crazy.
it's in the namesake. Bread Dog doesn't come with easy. It does come with easy history. I named them.
It doesn't come easy, they come yeasty.
That's it. They come
That sounds
yeasty.
weird.
Nope.
Oh, that's really
Nope, they're
bad.
coming yeasty. Let's go, Bread Dog. Bring up
We
the
love
yeast.
yeast infection.
Oh, no.
Let's turn up the
Tonk on the
oven.
edge.
Yeah, Tonk's in the back line.
Oh,
He's gonna.
Scrug off of the map.
He almost gets the girl boss.
Well, it looks like Bob.
The girl boss is still standing.
Yeah, hit big ol' R&R from Sage.
Or nor.
I think that first round might have just been a warm-up game. That was.
Yeah, I call that a warm up.
amazing.
It was just
Really
such a.
surprising for
It's just a different team comp they're playing into. Getting John Yu-Gi-Oh off that torpedo with a big ol' in the back line gets shut down.
Woo!
what was
That's so
that,
fortunate.
Jared?
And
I hit the third
Scruggs
octave.
Glitter
looked
vomit
like-
moment.
I
They don't touch. They don't touch. Holy
gonna touch.
They don't touch.
Bread Dog.
Oh my.
Brilliant.
Map 1.
Bre- Holy, map 1 goes to Bread Dog here. Jared feeling the hype.
That was an upset right there. Phew. That was very surprising. I did not think that Meteora was gonna be able to actually not be able to touch it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
That's just the power of the full bakery.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
stop with the bread puns.
No, keep it going. Bringing in the entire
Bringing in
pastry
the
chef.
bread.
Bringing in the bread. I mean, this is everything you expected from Bread Dog going into the season. Being able to contend with those higher up teams. Meteora obviously being a very good team. I think they're ranked currently 3rd in the standings.
I can double check that for you actually.
Oh, I
Wow.
can also double check it.
In the standings, I believe, yeah, Meteora is 3rd, with Bread Dog in 5th.
Numbai is the next map on.
No. Was that John Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
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 You know,
God,
this is.
Why did they type like that?
You know,
Oh,
I love John
John
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a specimen.
John Yu-Gi-Oh is a great guy. I hate Nambani. I don't know why he likes it so gosh darn much.
I think it's just because John Yu-Gi-Oh is an agent of chaos and likes to make others miserable because he's good at the game.
I like Numbani. It's just one of those maps that forces teams to really make good pushes, and I feel like it's a really good way of seeing whether or not a team's able to properly work together, especially on that first. It is so. It can be really tough to take that point. You know.
No, I totally agree. This is such a weird point because it's almost like you have to dive, but if they play any specific counter dive, it doesn't even matter what they have. If they just play counter dive, it just upsets all that.
Mm-hmm. You really gotta find that nice happy balance. One of the things that I typically really like to see on this is either having a Winston for the primary tank on the attacking side or running the Reinhardt for the added benefit of just having a flanker go up, push them off a high ground, and just allowing the Ryan to be able to kind of have their way with a whack-a-mole game.
What I really like to see out of this map is, lots of brawl up on that high ground, and then kind of swapping to something with a little bit more poke for those long sight lines for the payload push. I can't speak as a tank player because I play 2 tanks, but I
miserable.
personally really like it on defense when we have an Orisa on the high ground or a Sigma or what's her name? The Grav.
Zarya.
Sorry, I've seen it work.
I made it work, but with the added wider hallway, Brawl just doesn't feel as good on this map, especially with just how dynamic that other high ground is, where you can just have flankers and just they can flank up there, but if you have a pocket ash, what are they gonna do? Like you can hear the Tracer coming from a mile away.
Pie on the torb, pie on the torb, pie on the torb.
It's just
You
it's
really
not
gotta
the same.
play- You really got to play in a very defensively aggressive way, which is one of the dumbest things I could say, but
No,
it
it's
is
true.
just this first point.
This first point is just so freaky.
I have to say,
Freaky.
right now, with Tonk and the rest of the attacking team, I don't think they're actually taking a gander to see
Ooh,
where
Glitter
people are
Vomit first to
standing.
fall in this fight.
Yeah, and John Yugio is kind of being pushed back by Melly on the Echo, which is not something he would typically play here. I didn't even know he knew this was a character, so I guess we're learning all sorts of things about ourselves today.
Looks like Tonk is about to get demech'd. How unfortunate.
Pop that baby.
Popping that baby, pie will do.
Fitting.
John, I wasn't gonna say it, but John Yugio being touched by Sage on the Doom Fist, touching the Mercy next, and getting a double fist kill.
Oh,
Can we
that's
can
so
we check our
unfortunate.
phrasing here?
No, I don't think we will. We see Tonk on the Hog. Hog is a very stinky character that I think I need to play more in this league.
Alrighty.
No, different Hog. This is Roadhog. Roadhog's from Australia.
But Hog Rider.
The only thing he's riding is that hook into battle, man.
Or the
We'll
whole
see
hog.
how-
Wait, hold on a minute.
Or the whole.
We do see Glitter Vomit trying to pull off a flank here, but with Pie's turret being where it is, and Pie really just... Pie's just shooting down that hallway. Like,
I
there's...
took some notes from P. Marvin.
He really did.
Oh, we got a dupe on Roadhog. Misses the hook.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Looks
Goodbye,
like
fake
we
hog.
popped out.
Gets popped out of the dupe.
Honestly, right
Oh, we're
now.
on QP rules. We're on QP rules.
Oh. Alrighty.
Jared.
Uh.
JP'd.
Can we fire this
I don't want to talk about it.
guy?
It is up to a vote between both teams, right? We can restart or we can play it out. And then I can keep track of how far payload moves.
That works.
Alright, Red Dog is opting to play out the half.
Righty then.
I will happily keep track of distance payload push. Presumably if they cap payload.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I prefer to do it this way. I mean, obviously I messed up, but I do believe that keeping it like this just keeps the momentum in the favor of the team that is currently winning.
Yes. It
Yeah.
looks like Frog is going to end up getting picked, and so is JP. They might actually be able to push on the point and do something here, but JP is going to get rezzed, and Molten Core is going to go out.
Baguette is getting poked out by John
Looks like-
Yugio on the...
Pie is going to kill Tonk. Glitter Vomit's going to kill Pie. And it looks
Melly
like
is
Melly's
back in the
gonna
fight,
attack.
but
So
it
is
looks
Sage.
like Bread Dog...
Fat
Oh,
ones.
that's a
Tonk.
big ol' window. High Noon does come out from John Yugio. Not gonna find anyone. Does
Ooh.
get a little bit of damage off onto Sage. Sage just goes down to the whole hog. It's a fight for holding the point here.
Pie's back with his team though. And
JP3 Rings getting the pick on Tonk on point.
yeah, but I saw that girl
Tonk
blaster
on
out.
the point. The Barbie Blaster was out and assisting.
Looks like Pie is getting super low here, and
So
they're
is
gonna
John
end up going
Yugio.
down.
John Yugio's gonna get healed here.
Scrug is gonna meteor back on the point and then take out 80. Addy?
Yep.
Melly with the copy on Cassie. Cassie?
Gassy.
Cassie?
Barbie blasting, gets slipped! They got 30 seconds to cap this point.
Alrighty.
They got 15 seconds to cap. I don't think they're gonna get a touch here.
I don't think they will
I
either.
don't think so either.
Baguette gets
Juju's gonna get a
picked
pick.
early, and they are not touching.
Dang. Hold on.
So for those who don't know, quick play adds a minute.
Hello.
Hello, JP.
Hello, JP.
Can I have a suggestion?
Yeah.
What's up?
Just let us play 2 quick play matches.
Okay.
Give them the full 5 minutes or whatever, so it's no confusion, and then we just get a full quick play match on our attack.
Gotcha. All right.
That works
I
for
also
us.
keep track of distance, so.
Yes. I think that's what we all think is happening.
Okay.
That work?
Yeah. We'll just strike that from the record.
Oh man, but pausing it in this fashion is such a detriment to
Yeah,
anybody
very
who is-
disruptive.
I say Yu-Gi-Oh just got a pick on
A
back.
big pig,
Yeah.
and is about to get slammed by Sage.
Oh yeah,
I can see it on the pause screen.
it's looking like it's gonna be a rough moment here.
Hold on, I'm screenshotting this because it's funny to me.
Say with Baguette down though, they only the defending side does only have JP, so if they're able to get a pick off on JP, they should be able to take this first point.
Sage is also up.
True.
All right. Well, we are going back into it. That is once again my fault.
Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna go down, and then it looks like Addy, is
Addy
gonna
goes
go
down. Tonk on the ball.
Looks like they're trying to get a little regroup in here. Scrug is gonna do an amazing Doomfist tech, get in and back out.
It looks like Team Meteora would like to forfeit and go to escort. They either don't want to play their quick play or do a full reset here.
We'll figure this out after the round because this is
Yeah.
not the time to be doing this during the round.
Yeah. It's also, 5 seconds remaining. Might as well just play out.
Ooh. Scrug's gonna go out and use Meteor Strike here, and then we're gonna have Tonk just trying to shoot at Pi from up. But it looks like it's not really gonna end up mattering. Glitter Vomit's gonna be looking extremely low, and they're gonna be able to somehow find a pick and somehow live and then get murdered. Baguette is currently extremely low, but Tonk is just kind of sitting on point, being a nuisance.
Gonna
And
get the
Baguette
res.
is res on
Pi.
Pi.
Sneaky little res.
And Melly duplicates the wrecking ball in the backline.
Ooh.
Tonk is very low on that point. Addy in Val trying to keep him up. But it does look like Tonk does have to get off point. And it looks like we are gonna see a forfeit from Team Meteora on defense. We are gonna be moving right over to escort, and take us back to the lobby. It is gonna be a Meteora map pick here.
Ooh. Alrighty. Can only wonder what they're gonna pick.
Honestly, from a casting perspective, as somebody that has watched and played with Team Meteor a couple of times, it really feels like they're just not on their game tonight.
Mm.
Or they're just not really equipped to handle what Team Bread Dog is throwing at them. They're throwing, that bread, the stale bread kind of hurts
Yeah.
when it gets hard as a rock. And let's just say Bread Dog is looking rock solid.
Good save.
Even
Good save. Red Dog is doing pretty well here. I do think that Meteora, depending on the map they end up choosing here, Gibraltar. Okay.
Gibraltar.
I think honestly, I think it's against them. Like the favor, the tally marks are percentages. See who might win this. I do think it might be against Meteora on this one because I have seen Bread Dog play on this map, and they are
Work.
kind of
They work.
they do very well on this map.
Yeah, the Doom and the ability on that first point to just kind of jump around, bully the backline off of high grounds, and just get like a lot of free distance on that payload is great. Dive is really just really awesome on like Gibraltar. We saw it from Jared as well, playing Diva on this map. On defense, also works really well, so I'll be curious to see what Tonk picks. Here, I believe Team Meteor is on attack, though, so we'll see what the cold open brings us. We are on competitive rules. Waiting on Bread Dog to give us the ready. And we are going into game 3 of Bread Dog versus Meteora.
Woo.
Again, I think I've said this every single time that we play on Gibraltar, but love how pretty this map looks.
Did you
The
guys know there are
lighting
2
is wonderful.
lighthouses?
Yes, I think you said the last time we casted this game or this map.
I believe it was Freya, yes.
I only knew that there was 2 of them, and then
I believe there's a third one that you can see off of third point, which I think is the same thing word for word that I said last time. We are gonna see the iconic pick from Scrug on the Doomfist. Pi once again on that Torb, Melly on Ash, JP3 Reigns on the Baptiste, and Baguette on the Mercy. Meanwhile, Tong's rolling out with the signature pick of Ball, with Yuji on a female cast, Glitter Vomit, of course, on the Genji, Mi Chang on the Ana, and Addy BC1 on the Mercy. It's a battle of the Pocket Ashes.
Well, I can confirm there's only 2 lighthouses, as I just scoped it out.
Yup.
that's what I was doing.
We're watching the cold open. Tong's already up on that high ground, going for that Ash, alongside Glitter Vomit. Fallen low, gets blown up by Melly, Baguette, and Scrug.
Glitter Vomit's gonna
Team Bread
go
Dog is
down,
able to pretty stabilize, get
Scrug
healed up.
gonna get
Scrug
swept.
getting sleepy!
but nothing's gonna come out of that, unfortunately.
A very small slam from Tonk.
Looks like Scrug is just gonna end up going back into the backline again, but get too scared away.
And you know, there is value in that, of just making sure the backline can't push up to
Fly off
keep
the map.
Tonk up. Fly off the map!
Fly off
the map! Melly is dead! That's 2 DPS down.
Melly is gonna be getting revived here.
Yes. And Pie's turret is now down. Melly's dead again. Skull emoji.
Looks like
Oh, Scrug. Oh, finds Glitter Vomit with that.
it looks like Tonk is just kind of bullying the Baptiste here.
You're gonna counter stun the Bob. Not really an ideal position though. Oh, Glitter Vomit gets exploded! What a punch.
We can only hope that
Oh.
maybe they try to do some type of thing here, but it looks like they're just gonna let the point go. Or not!
No, Baguette with the touch and the res.
And the raise!
Meteor Strike is gonna go out on Yu-Gi-Oh! Not gonna connect. Still gonna die though.
Saying Bob is gonna end up going out. Baguette
Mines as well.
Woo!
Oh no, Scruggs! You
Scruggs
jumped
goes
into the
down.
mines!
Bob gets nanoed?
Bob gets nanoed. No, Bob does not get
Another
nanoed.
thing. That was so silly. Why'd he get the nano effect?
Bob
on
did
him?
not
Oh,
get
he must
nanoed.
have been getting damage boosted. They changed
Yeah,
that a while ago
and
where
also,
it shows him as blue now.
Bob is green because of Emerald Gun skin. Or is it called Jade in this game?
It's Emerald.
Okay.
Looks like Tonk's going in from underneath to try to possibly do some type of little back half.
Nano Blade comes out. Gonna find the immortality field. Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna finish off the target. Pi finds a pick on Glitter Vomit. Tong finds a pick on Pi. Baguette also goes down trying to res Pi. JP3 Reigns is also gonna die here.
Addy's gonna get the rise on Glitter, and it looks like Scrug is gonna end up being the last one picked on that bit, and they're gonna take the first point.
Yep, it's a cap for Meteora.
Looks like we got. Woo! Melly's gonna get picked by Glitter Vomit.
Very early pick, not really what you want to see if you're on Team Bread Dog. Tonk also is gonna explode though, so
Scrug's looking to possibly try to get some type of Pikachu here. Bob's
there
gonna
is
get
now
picked
a
in the back.
turret very unfortunately placed for those folks on high ground. Gonna get taken out by the girl boss herself, IDBC1.
And
Baguette's
Baguette
gonna
getting
get
taken
down.
out by the true girl boss, John Yu-Gi-Oh!
I don't know why I keep accidentally just staying spectated on the Mercies. I just must spectate my wives.
Looks like Glitter Vomit is currently having a nice little, well, was once a 1v1, and now both of them are very much dead. Scrug is going to go back on the point and start contesting. Tonk is just going to start melting. They look like a glowing Christmas tree.
I
Addy
do
gets
really
right
like the Zarya pick here.
So
You know,
looks like
believe it or
Tonk
not-
is going down just after Addy does as well.
Believe it or not, I'm not too big of a fan of Zarya on this map. I don't.
Not on this map, but I do like Zarya into Doomfist.
Yeah, but you just have too much high ground to
Glitter Vomit's gonna
patrol.
go down.
Especially on the
Yeah.
attacking side, it's just kind of rough.
But the pinata grabs. Think of the pinata.
Well, think about the DPS that's pocketed on the ship currently.
This is true. Winton would be a pick here.
Or David.
Or, you know, if John Yu-Gi-Oh is feeling brave, we could see the Sim pick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would not be detrimental. But what is detrimental is Yu-Gi-Oh fallen pretty early on in this fight before Tonk can really make a lot of space here.
Mm-hmm. Scrug is going to the back line and dodges the sleep.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
No.
That's right, that's the Beastie Boys.
I like the Beastie Boys.
Oh good, they're a good band.
Does look like
I have
Glitter
a
Vomit
couple of
trying
them
to
on
get
hand.
some- It looks like Glitter Vomit was trying to get some peaks in there and it ends up getting them killed by Pi.
Scrug going in for, you know,
Tonk is
something,
gonna
but
be
Goomba
Tonk.
stomps Tonk.
GP kills Tonk. Scrug kills
Meechang.
Michang. There we go.
Mike!
I
What,
just
my chin?
I just don't think you can play the Zarya here. I don't care that you have ult charge. It's not working.
Is gonna swap to the Rhine, which I feel like is not...
That somehow
I feel like
works,
that's-
yes.
Yeah, that is not
Rhine
what you want to
works here.
see.
Unless you
Ryan
plan to be a
works on this
shield.
point specifically because there was plenty of things to be able to like use for corners when your shield's gone.
But the issue isn't that. The issue is they need to get to point and they need to negate the high ground, and Tonk not being up to shield his DPS. All that doesn't matter.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Good counter charge from Scrug over there.
Very good. It looks like Scrug is just probably gonna be able to kill Tonk here.
Big immort from
Second.
JP there.
Glitter gets 3.
But Scrug gets slept. Oh my goodness, what a blade from Glitter Vomit.
We didn't even get to catch that. I'm so bad at casting, I guess.
Holy, I was more focused on the tanks, but jeez, that is why he is the Genji guy. Does not matter how bad Genji is in the game, Glitter Vomit will make it work.
He's not even bad.
It looks like Scrug is gonna have to use Meteor Strike to get out.
I'm not saying that Genji is bad, I'm saying that it doesn't matter.
I do also think that Li Chang used Nano there for a second to try to get an early pick on Scrug, but it doesn't look like it's gonna find anything. Bob's gonna go
Bob
in.
comes out, that's a beautiful Bob. Counter
No,
Bob.
he explodes.
I think Bob's
Bob
gonna be
explode.
leading up here.
Oh, Nor. Bobbert.
Bob did a great job. You go, Bob.
What does Bob even stand for?
Big Bionic Butler.
Oh, I knew the last one was Butler.
Looks like Scrug is getting extremely low here.
Yeah, JP playing a very aggressive position on this high ground.
The Glitter Vomit's going up. They're gonna find a
Fine,
pick on
JP.
Alright.
Addy BC1 and Glitter Vomit just chilling up on the high ground. Addy BC1 taking some like really clever positioning here with Mercy, just making sure she's out of line of sight. Does not.
Gets punched out of shot.
Oh, what a shatter! Asgard. Yeah, that. Meteor Strike.
The Meteor Strike goes out, and so did Mr. Valkyrie. Nobody's currently
There
seeing
it goes, Meeching.
Oh.
Addy BC1 going for the res. It's gonna
Marcus was
die
gonna
for it.
clear
Baguette's
on
also
point.
dead though.
Wait, they back up?
Yeah,
They-
Tonk just
yeah,
sat
they-
there on point.
What? What is even going on in this game?
Who knows?
You know, we checked in with both teams to make sure that they were ready, but no one checked in with the casters.
Honestly, during
Who,
that,
whose job was that?
the second point there
Mine?
was very interesting. The moment they swapped to Ryan, I had a feeling they were going to be able to start doing something. Not only because of my Ryan bias, but
I think we might be a
Scrug.
casting committee full of Ryan bias.
No, I think all
Right.
that was legitimately Glitter Vomit decided, nah, I win. Got a 5k.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
But
let's call it how it
it's
is.
all on Ryan. It's,
The
no,
Ryan
it's all
looks
on Ryan.
cool. Don't get
It's
me
all on
wrong.
Ryan.
Tonk is a phenomenal tank player, and especially on that Ryan. But that was Glitter Vomit. That was Glitter and Meeching. They nanoed him. They went in. Glitter Vomit was like, ah, I'm Rabble. Ah, we win.
Yeah, I guess Meeching really said, Rabble, do something.
Yeah, I did a lot more than that Bob John Yu-Gi-Oh threw into the window.
We don't talk about that, Bob.
Did a
If
lot
the
more than I
window
did last
wasn't-
round.
That Bob would have been so good if the window wasn't right there, and maybe if it wasn't just completely surrounded on all four sides.
Oh yeah, it would have
John
been
Yu-Gi-Oh on
great.
the John Yu-Gi-Oh on the turn.
John Yu-Gi-Oh on tour.
Put
Pie
some
on the cast
emphasis in
though.
it.
John Yu-Gi-Oh on tour.
Thank you.
Melee on the Sojourn, to absolutely no surprise. And we do see a absolute no surprise comp from both sides. Cool.
I feel like the Sigma is a little bit of a surprise from Tonk, just
Nah.
because we haven't seen it come out in this, games yet. But I do also know that Tonk is a very good Sigma. Scrug is finding out why Torb, you don't dive Torb.
I think you found that out a few weeks ago.
I
Tonk is gonna
agree.
go down here to Melly. So the Vomit's getting up top. And we can only possibly might see a pick. Melly is
That
real out of position here.
yeah.
Oh, but Scrug's gonna overdo it, but come back safely. That Doom mobility is something crazy, ain't it?
Someone's been playing Doom parkour.
He was there when the Doom parkour was invented.
I was also there. Thanks, Deathoof.
And it looks like
Pie on the flank. This could be huge. Finding 2 big shots on Vichang.
Glitter
And
Vomit on the flank, though. Getting 2 people quite low. Addy cleaning up.
yeah, that's that signature girl bossing.
Girl boss.
Addy's gonna go down with Scrug. Scrug is also gonna kill Tonk.
Meteor
Strike's
Strike's
gonna
coming
come
out. Pie goes
goes
down.
down.
JP gets rezzed. Glitter goes down. Yu-Gi-Oh goes down.
It doesn't matter what's going on. Scrug says I can punch people, and Baguette says so can I. Getting the
John
melee
Yu-Gi-Oh on the
there.
female Cass. Which is really just Cass in a wig, but
Really just Cass, but we're gonna, yeah, Cass counter. Cat dead. Blah, 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 blah.
very insightful. I'll write that down.
Thank you.
Scrug
Thank you, thank you.
has found their way into the middle of their team in the worst possible way. That entire team went around them and took them out.
JP3 Reigns falling very low in that back line.
He's probably end up gonna get picked here too. Tonk gets that. Looks like Glitter Vommit's trying to find something, but is going to make the right decision and leave. Saving their ultimate, just waiting for the perfect time.
Yeah, and
Speaking of ults, we
Whoa.
do have we do have about 4 up on the side of Meteora to the 3 from Red
Full
Dog.
sleep. JP3 Reigns with the big sleep.
Nano does come out on somebody. I think
Doofus.
they're dead. Doomfist. Okay.
You and I said Doomfist very differently.
And Scrug goes down. It looks like they were dead anyway.
John Yu-Gi-Oh
Looks like
is
Tonk.
going high ground.
Looks like Tonk is here trying to get some pickage, but honestly
Pickage.
all they're doing is feeding their supports some more ult trade.
Dude, has Addy been hitting the aim labs?
Addy's just been hitting the gym, man. Addy's just really upset at me from last game.
Oh
Found
my
another
God,
big pick.
Addy.
We watched that. Addy, I see you.
Oh my goodness, Tonk is gonna kill Melly, and we have Glitter Vomit
Glitter
coming
Vomit
in.
nanoed in the back line.
No, it's a dry.
Just
It was
dry.
dry? Oh.
Like
Yeah, it's kind of hard
sword.
to nano when you don't have it.
Listen, I'm looking up in the top left and I see that there is an Ana.
Well, not everything's about the top left.
Looks like
What it is
Yu-Gi-Oh
about
gonna get
is
crushed.
The
John
mechs.
Yu-Gi-Oh sitting up on the high ground.
Just taking it.
Oh, we got a
We are gonna
pause.
get another pause because I think Scrug's headset died.
Wow.
This has happened once before, which means I get to take a big bite of my yogurt.
Oh, I gotta redeem my hydrates. Hold on.
Oh,
You didn't. I redeemed like 6 yesterday, or
I
the other
don't
day.
want to hear it.
Not a very good look if you're not following the redemption.
I'm just so
Yeah,
hydrated from this
hydrate.
yogurt.
Or
That's
die for it.
not. Does this mean I get to drown you when you come see Ghost?
Yeah, why not? I'm not doing anything better that week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hydrates. Drink.
Drink.
I took
Alrighty.
8 big sips.
8 big sips.
Nope, I'm gonna pause you
Not
right
gonna
there.
finish that. I'm not gonna finish that. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Alrighty. Real quiet for about 5 to 10 seconds there, eh?
We were a little bit paused.
Everyone remembering where their fingers are, and that they have fingers. John Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, Meteor Strike.
Yu-Gi-Oh looks
What
like
a
Cleanse.
big cleanse.
Here, but Glitter Vommit's gonna go down for Melly.
Oh, Nor.
and then
Melly
Yu-Gi-Oh.
with the overclock.
Look at that.
IDBC1 getting picked.
Yeah, John Melio finding 4 that fight.
Melio? Milo?
That's right, the frog boy.
Froggy.
Oh boy. Scrug is gonna go up there and just kind of play Space Maker yet again. And then hop right back down.
Do you really want to
Looks like they're gonna try to push in, but ooh, they're not gonna be
Yeah.
able to do it in time. Glitter's gonna
JP3
go down.
Reigns with the pick on Glitter Bomb. I don't know why I'm using their full government names.
Yeah, Jarrett
Scrug
over
is
here.
looking to get in there. High Noon goes out. What's gonna happen? High Noon's not gonna fight anything. Scrug's gonna get the good fisting in there. Oh,
Okay.
God, no.
Oh god.
All right, I need to
Scrug
step
is
back
getting
in
some
here.
value.
All right, Scrug in the back line, doing so much damage to this Glitter Vomit guy,
Doing Scrug
being kept
stuff.
up by his wonderful support line of IDBC1 and Mi Chang Ji. Glitter Vomit choosing to find
Okay.
peace and solitude in the ocean.
I go for a
cold,
nice swim.
dead
Nice.
ocean. Anyways, JP 3 Reigns and Baguette will have ults to this fight, along with their wonderful tank that is Scrug. Start of this fight, though, we do get a Gravitic Flux. It is on basically the back line, and JP's going to get pounced on by Tonk like a big old kitty cat.
Scrug gotta fall back here.
Oh, yes, they do.
That was just a beautiful read and play from the team of Meteora, also previously known as Meteora and Linkle Park.
Because Jared does not know how to speak.
That is correct. What I do know is Melee is coming up on Overclock, which was a pivotal ult in their last fights. Which
Pivotal.
did... That's right, pivotal. And it basically won them that point, but John Yugio and Glitterbomb will both have ults.
Overclock does come out.
IDBC1 first
gonna
of all.
connect with Addy. Really only getting the Addy BC1. Blade comes out up on the high ground, looking at JP, finds JP, going now for Baguette.
Holy!
Gets another one on
Blade
Melly. What a Blade. That's the rabble guy.
Rain or snow,
Reaching.
sleet or sunshine, Glitter Vomit always delivers.
That was
It does not matter.
intense.
Well, especially with how aggressive JP was playing. He went up and challenged John Yugio on the cast. And JP's on... I mean, JP's on
the
Baptiste.
sim.
Holy
Melly on the
crap.
sim.
I expected
I
some
had a
pie.
I had a little sneaking suspicion that a sim was gonna come out this game.
But this isn't where you thought it'd come from, especially with John Yugio finding the
No.
first pick.
Absolutely on said sim.
Looks like
JP gonna get bailed out by that bubble and an
no.
Immort field. Not,
Addy
but it's
BC1
not gonna be
though.
enough. Addy C1 on the sticks.
Addy BC1 using those gains. Tonk's about to have his ult. I mean, you have High Noon, which isn't even an ult from the side of Red Dog.
Yeah.
Like I said, not an ult.
Oh, pie.
Pie.
Both High
And
Noons,
then
actually.
Melly. Scrug,
Both high nudes come out.
Scrug and Baguette are currently the only ones contesting point. JP
Yep.
We
is
do see
there.
Scrug on the Zarya.
JP goes down. Scrug's
I forgot to call it out.
Baguette's gonna go down.
What
Glitter
a
Vomit's going in.
comeback!
Mi Chang.
In the end,
Look.
nothing really mattered. Meteor able to secure map number 3 after a very weird Jared-induced map 2 and a very good
They're
Red
breaking
Dog-induced
the
map
habit.
1. Unfortunately, I am not, and I once again messed up a map, which feels bad, and I will work on that.
Alright, let's watch this. I think this is that really
this
nasty
is.
one.
Yeah. Key break.
100%.
Add real time.
You're so right. Let's get
That
those
means I can
ads
get
going.
cake.
Okay, Widowmaker over here.
Let them enjoy the
We
game.
had
Where is Stream Manager? There we go. We are running a minute of ads. Ready? Let me get the next thing set up because we do have quite a bit of Prime subs. Is it this one? It's this one.
What a crazy little match we had on our hands there.
I know. I mean, Meteor really just coming back and deciding they want to win, and that's good. I want this to be competitive because this should be a very good game. I think the push should be fairly good for both of these teams, though, especially with how diverse you can run team comps on them.
Yeah, you are I think that might be one of the nicest
I have returned with cake
nicest
of
things
the
about
carrot
that game mode.
variety.
I'm not a big fan of push, but it is nice because you are able to kind of throw together some more awkward comps that you wouldn't normally get to see.
Well, it's a
I hate
hot
push.
take, but I actually quite like some of the push maps. I really like Esperanza and New Queen Street.
Mm.
Coliseo's
New Queen
alright,
Street.
but Esperanza's, there's just something so special about it.
I hate Esperanza.
Well, I love Esperanza. Except when I'm going
You
with
know
Big
what
Bob
map?
Man.
You know what map I really hope to see in one of these? Dorado.
Well, unfortunately, we are past that point.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Try again tomorrow. I think there is a game tomorrow.
There's 2 games tomorrow.
Oh, brother.
There's Fika Time, which should be at some point between 6 and 8, which I will cast, hopefully. And then there is AFN versus Team US of A. And I believe we are getting the VOD review from that game.
Fun.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's you. Shh.
Wait, why am I not casting Fika time?
Oh, you can join us for that. I mean, it's just me, so.
Bruh. It's implied that if I am not playing, I am casting.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Live, an hour and minute into the Gunginga cast is not the time to decide this.
I told you yesterday I was casting.
I'm stupid. You know this.
So silly.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, to be so seriously silly.
Oh man. Well, that team with the dogs made of bread on it have chosen a map. We are going to Coliseum. Hey, no, say it with some vigor.
Coliseum.
Oh, Coliseum.
Coliseum? Oh boy. My favorite part about this map is I can't mess up the competitive settings. Smile.
Oh, is it the same?
It's 10 minutes no matter what. Actually, that's a lie. It's 8 minutes if it's not competitive.
Oh, are we still in competitive roles?
We are still in competitive. Alright, John Yu-Gi-Oh team is ready. Still waiting on Bread Dog.
Bread. I can make bread with it. Bread, bread,
Bread.
bread, bread.
Bread. Sticky.
Getting sticky in this bit.
Alright, that's very nice. You know it's not very nice? Losing.
Coliseo, I
One
know.
of these teams has to lose on this map. That's how maps work. Keep that in mind. Write
But
that
what
down. Write
if-
that down.
Hold
Write
on,
that down.
Hold on. What happens if neither team touches the bot for the entire game?
It is technically possible to draw.
Gotcha.
Yes, it is.
You can draw it at 2 different points, really. You can either... actually, no, that's a lie. You can really only draw if neither side pushes it, because after that, it goes off what team pushed it to the checkpoint first. If you both get to the
Ah.
checkpoint. Yeah.
Interesting, the more you know.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's
I
see
know
what
ball.
these comps are gonna be.
I'm going to guess a hit scan with probably like a Reaper from Pi. And then, yeah, I mean, the rest of the team already knew. John Yu-Gi-Oh on Bastion!
Bastione.
Tonk on the Roadhog! Why am I not allowed in their
Audi
spawns?
BC1 on the Life Weaver.
I hope that's not staying. I will not be looking at Addy. Okay, thank Gorsh. Lifeweaver is a trash character, and if anyone plays him, they are banned from the Gunginga League. Smile.
Thank God.
Why am I not allowed to go out these doors? That's so weird. But yeah, Glitterama on the Genji. Tonk
We
on
were gonna
the
have a
Tog.
Bastion, like, 1v1, but Pi is a coward and swapped to
I
female
know.
Alrighty. Looks like we're just gonna get some nice little pokage going on in here. Melly taking a decent hit there, but it's not really gonna stay.
Ooh,
Glitter
headshot on the
Vomit going
glitter.
down here from Melly.
Misses the ante from JP. Pi goes down.
Addy BC1 with the gains.
Even. I guess
Pi's gonna get
res.
rezzed. Misses the sleep.
favorite robot boy is just walking back and forth. Looks like Tonka's gonna get hit just a little bit, and
Oh, big
Yu-Gi-Oh's
punch.
gonna go down.
Melly finding Yu-Gi-Oh, but Scrug finding the pig pen.
JP goes down, then Michang.
And it looks like it's in favor of Team Meteora.
Yeah, Team Meteora finding the control of TS1 very early on. Timothy Smythe the first.
It's very nice to see what's going on here. It just seems like Meteor really kind of brought it back after Nimbani.
Glitter Vomit falling pretty low here. Gonna get healed up.
Well, I think it's,
Overclock coming out really early.
well, we do see Scrug on the JQ.
Fine.
Nelly's gonna kill Glitter Vomit.
Pops the
Valkyrie's gonna go
baguette.
out.
Pops the Valk to keep up Melly there. Pie goes down. Girl boss. Gonna
Pie
go for
getting
the
rezzed.
res.
Pie comes back.
Gets the res.
And here comes the
Scrug
Sage from
getting
the side.
JQ pick.
Looks like Tonk might end up going down here, and they do.
And this is something that Sage doesn't pull out very often because he's not really forced off of this Doom pick often. But when he does, and when he flexes over to this JQ, it's usually pretty lethal. Deathoof and Lazy Dog finishing a scrim, I'm guessing.
Both of them going offline at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're gonna pop out the
Here comes the Nano, though.
Original.
Nano on the JQ. Not getting a whole lot of value. here.
JP's in the
Michang
backline,
is
by the
low.
way. JP just 1v1 Michang in the backline, by the way.
Ooh,
JP got Tonk too, but goes down to Yu-Gi-Oh. Melly also goes down, this time to Glitter Vomit.
Here comes
Pie
the
taking out
Kitsune,
Glitter
though.
Vomit. Baguette goes down.
JP comes up.
Oh, and John Yu-Gi-Oh takes Pie down.
Looks like Scrug is just kind of barely
If you
hanging
stop
on.
scoping in, it heals faster if you're not.
It's roughly the same.
I know, but
If you do the quick shot, it's technically faster.
yes. I watch ML7.
I usually opt not to scope in ever on Ana, but that's because I'm a freak. Scrug also being a freak, going down instantly to the Tonk.
On a low charge, too.
Here comes Overclock from Melly. Finds the pick on John Yu-Gi-Oh. John Yu-Gi-Oh with no res. Michang G just kind of forced to chill with his hands in his pockets.
Melly's gonna find
Michang G gotta accept the death.
Scrug's gonna find Tonk.
What a nade!
Not a great TP from Eddie BC1 there.
No, but a huge nade from JP3 Reigns. He's been working on that rocket of an arm all night.
Hold on a minute.
It's a baseball term.
Looks like Scrug
Not,
is-
I know that, but never mind.
Glitter
Grug?
Vomit's gonna pop out.
Oh,
he's
no,
gonna
Glitter
be able
Vomit.
to get a foul from it. No,
Oh no, bro! Tonk's trying to get 1v1 by JP in the front line again.
Tonk is currently trying this.
Scrug
fight.
says, don't look at my bot. That's
Don't
my
touch him."
bot.
Oh, IDBC1 on the Mercy now. And she is, once again, being harassed by Scrugge on the Doomsist.
Scrug needs a little bit of healing.
Nah, that's okay. That's what you got Baguette for. JP3 Reigns fighting the Rabble Man right now.
Looks like Glitter's getting real low.
Glitter is getting looked at by the Doom, but
Well-
Doom gets hooked.
And
Only
JP,
Glitter's low. Oh.
JP looked at the ulting Sojourn, gets the sleep, but also gets headshot.
Looks like Melly is being a real menace to talk over here.
And we will have the chance for the ultimate Bastion 1v1 once again. Pie rocking back over that. Baguette trying to girl boss Michang G.
Oh my
Michang G
goodness. Girl
did not
boss.
pass the vibe check.
Did
Also,
not.
the Mercy glitch is back where I can hear it no matter where I am on the map.
Hey, that's because you have a weird sense for it. That's no
I
one's
just-
fault but your
I
own.
can smell the girl boss.
You could just smell the women.
Yeah.
Really
Hold
bad.
on a minute.
But looks like Tonka's gonna be trying to go in there and see if they can get something. Glitter Vomit is gonna be able to find Melly. Meteor Strike's gonna go out. Meteor Strike doesn't find anybody. Scrug ends up getting slept and antied.
Big sleep though.
Oh,
JP3
no, Glitter
reigns.
Vomit's sleepy.
This is a public execution.
No, it's not.
Oh
Glitter's
man.
alive.
JP3 reigns taking big offense to that.
Okay, now Glitter's dead.
Glitter goes down.
They brought the homie squad.
Whole
IDBC
squad
won.
rolls up to execute one dude.
IDBC won.
Find Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, IDBC won is trying to girl boss in the backline. Does not quite force Bread Dog to be scared enough to get the res.
My eye is itchy.
That's a very beautiful song. Anyways, going back to the game, Glitter Vomit just about at his ult. With a big nano coming through, hopefully pretty soon.
Tonk looking for a big slam here.
I know.
Not finding. Oh, Jesus, Ball has so much
Looks like to
HP.
have Nanoblade go out. Nanoblade's gonna be able to find JP. And
Gonna
then
find Baguette, no
Quick,
supports,
then
and the pie.
Scrug's gonna be found by Yu-Gi-Oh.
There go the big five.
And that's a TK for Meteora. Push, push, push.
Looks like we have Scrug here getting into a position to try to be just a little bit of a bully, and
He misses the
Overclock
punch.
comes out.
Overclock goes out.
Nano
Fine,
overclock.
Glitter
Okay.
goes down next.
Meeching gone.
Melly doing a lot of
Who's
missing right
the
here.
1v1?
Down.
Oh,
Tonk.
bye, Tonk.
Tonk said it's fine.
I got
defend
Tonk.
myself."
No, I called it.
No!
Whoop
I
whoop.
said it first. I said it first.
I thought it first. It's my joke.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't get Tonk. He should know.
Yeah, I got Tonk.
Nuh-uh. Tonk got John Yu-Gi-Oh! Which got JP3 reigns though.
What?
I don't know. No one ever checked in with us.
Purple.
Mines are behind Bread Dog. They cannot back up or they're gonna get mined.
Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna find Scrug. Glitter's gonna find Pie. What
Tonk
else are
going
we
for
gonna
Melly
find?
and Baguette here.
Oh
Big ante from JP3 though. Tonk
Tonk,
might
you better
die.
roll away.
no! Tonk looks like they might end up going down here to Melly, but who knows? Glitter is real low here.
Oh, big ult coming out from Pi. He's targeting the Meat Changinator.
We see Overclock come out from John Yu-Gi-Oh! It has not found anybody yet.
Melly goes down.
Meat
Melly
Chang
goes
G,
down.
Iron Fist.
Scrug is sitting there on point. Tonk is there just trying to beat him away. Scrug is purple, but they're not gonna be able to find it until. Oh, they do! Yu-Gi-Oh finds it! And he's gonna get
Glitter
the red.
Vomit gets rezzed. Tonk is just playing around this point. Scrug gets rezzed.
Baguette's
And
gonna
he
ult here.
pops the Valk here.
No, it's Baguette.
That's Baguette.
Yeah, Baguette doing an amazing job of stalling this cart. And Sage gets a huge punch on Meat Chang G, which will confirm the kill.
Tonk.
Here comes the blade from Glitter. Finds one of the supports, looking for the second. But with too much mobility, I don't think he's gonna find her.
Pie's gonna get Addy.
Baguette is low, but they're not able to fully execute the bread.
Hi.
Finally finds Baguette.
It's just Scrug sitting there on point with Glitter Vomit. Oh, Scrug is gonna look like they're gonna find Glitter Vomit. Tonk is there, being a menace. Honestly, they need to have died or gotten the hell out a lot sooner. They
Tonk
might
is
still be
just
able to get out.
stalling around.
That was fantastic to see right there.
Tonk on with the ball tech.
Now this is last fight, no matter what really happens. JP3 reigns with one of the very... Actually, it's just a dueling nano.
Yes, it
Whoever
is.
nano's bigger is here will just... But Pi with an early pick? They'd be crazy not to ult this.
Ooh, but that's gonna be a res. Addy gets Scrug gets nanoed and it's left, I believe.
John Yu-Gi-Oh taking full offense to Scrug, trying to win this for his team. But Sage doesn't even care. He doesn't care
Tonk
about
is
John
sleeping on
Yu-Gi-Oh's
point.
feelings.
Tonk sleeping on
Pie's gonna get
Baguette.
rezzed here. Tonk is just holding on to that point.
Oh,
Gotta
There's-
stay on in that OT.
There's no crying at Overwatch.
In the back.
I said trying.
I know.
Tonk goes down.
And it's gonna be game 4. Goes to Bread Dog. A big victory royale for Bread.
Look at Bread. They did so good with everyone actually there.
Indeed, the first full roster.
This is pretty exciting.
This ends now. That's two. Clear out. Let's get back to base.
Now we are waiting for an interview from the wonderful side of the dog that is made of bread.
Red
Who
dog.
will it be?
I hope JP3. If it's not
It would make
JP3, I'm going to cry.
And to say it's
JP Brains. JPiss.
come on, where are you?
Come on,
What
Jarrett.
are you doing?
I know where you
that
used to
famous?
live. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's Jarrett and Jared.
Jared?
Hello, Jarrett.
Yeah, hi Jared.
Nice to meet you, buddy. How you
Look
feeling?
who finally decided to show up for his team.
And showing
Okay,
up in big
one,
ways.
Thank you very Max.
Thank
Thank you very much.
That's
you
pretty
very
good.
much.
All right, JP, you know the drill. Walk us through how it felt to play with your full team for the very first time the entire season.
It was very nice. Very, very, very fancy. Very demure. It was very fun.
Okay, that's good. That's
Very
good.
cutesy.
Well, starting on map 1, you guys struggled quite a bit going into Tonk, being Tonk, and just Meteora really just kind of making you guys unable to play the game. How did you guys adapt with the Reinhardt? Was that like a idea you had going into the game, or is it just an on-point adaptation?
We saw Zarya and everybody like, it's that rank mindset of switch tank, counter tank. Counter tank, no space. No space, no win.
Mm-hmm.
So Reinhardt, big shield man, hard for Zarya to get a lot of damage through. Also, just pin at their backline. If they're gonna play a Brig and Brig gets caught by a Rein, it's just dead. It's not old Brig, where they could 1v1 anybody in the game. So I mean, we saw what they were playing, adapted, and just said, we're just gonna run them over with more healing and more damage.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Overcome.
That is something we definitely noticed watching you guys play out on that second and third point. But you guys didn't really go back to that ever. You really just showed that one, like, flash in the pan, and they're like, we don't need it anymore.
It's well, the next few maps there was never really a brawl point. I mean,
No,
what
I
after
agree.
the mat it was what Nambani with the quick play
I don't wanna talk
situation,
about it.
and then we went to Gibraltar, which is even worse of a brawl map, and then we went to Colosseo, which is arguably the best of the brawl maps, but it's such a hard long distance to close in that first,
You need to be playing
section.
Juno or Lucio with it the entire time, with like a Mei.
if not both, to
Yeah.
just get all the way
Speed
through
boost.
Mm-hmm.
So Pi also played a multitude of characters throughout this match today. The
Yes,
main
he did.
main one really being Bastion. He played a little bit of Torb on Nambani, which did not happen. And a lot of that Cass. How
Yeah,
is he today?
He was good. We were really thinking, not to pick at Rebel, but we know Rebel is a Genji one trick,
No.
a very good one at that. So it's
Really?
how do we get him out of his comfort zone? How do we force him off of that bash or off of that Genji? That's where the Cass and the Torb came in, just that kind of help be a deterrent and then stick with me, so I could just be a third DPS with him and Melly. As far as the Bastion pick goes, we just saw a hog. Bastion is just gonna melt the hog.
Oh, you just saw red?
Yeah. Not a lot of planning. It's very comp mindset of just see counter.
I like that, and obviously I've played a lot of games with you. I know how you're gonna play. On Colosseo, you decided you were going to enter the backline and 1v1 Mi Cheng-ji, and then get another pick, I believe, on the tank.
Uh-huh.
I know how you did today. I think you did great. You hit some really pivotal sleeps and some huge anti-nades to confirm picks. How do you assess your own performance this match?
I'm gonna go to that map that didn't happen and point out that Tonk almost out-healed me. I had 5 more healing than Tonk in that match.
Oh,
That's crazy.
But I had more damage than Rabble, I believe. So I mean, obviously, everyone knows around the league, very DPS heavy minded support, and it's great with Baguette. I'm not trying to call her heal bot, but she does a great job of heal botting and keeping everybody alive while also managing to keep melee up. That's where the BAP came in. All of us really struggled on uh, Gibraltar. That second point was really rough. Couldn't really figure anything out. Get it going. Had a really bad window on that map. I just don't want to talk about that one. And then Colisteo, I'm just like, you get in a zone and you just can't miss. It was that. It was it's hard to explain if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you just get in that zone. You,
No, I
you
get
hit you
it.
hit every shot. You hit the sleeps. You hit this. You hit that. Like I recall they're pocketing Warrior through a Sojourn ult. Sure, he picks me, but I get to sleep on him, so it's a one ult, one kill. It didn't get the value that it needed. Or there was another time where he just double peeked me, double shot him, and he died. Um, it was it's just the idea of it's support, not healer. You need to be able to put pressure on their backline and force them to make adaptations as well, which Addy and Mi Chang or Tanner both can really play that Kiriko, so it makes it hard for me to get value on the Ana. That's when I go to the BAP, but it's again go back to that thing of counter swap of as much as counterwatch shouldn't be a thing, it is a thing.
And I have two more questions for you. One will be a closer, and I have two people who are obviously who might have questions. So I'll give it to them for a bit.
My main question is like if you had to give a shout out to like one standout player on your team this game, like this match, like who would it be? Can't be yourself, of course. But if you want to, if you want to ego that hard, I know that's a JP thing to do, but
Um,
My
I
ego
can't really
remains
like
unchecked.
specific. I'm not gonna specific like call out any one player, but if I was, I'm going to. This after I said I wasn't. It's a very unsung hero. It's Pi. Like you don't think about what Pi really did, but he may have had like the worst stats in the lobby or the most deaths or this or that or the other. But he did all the little things. He was help calling a lot in game. He made sure and stay with me. He peeled for me. He peeled for Baguette. He made swaps. He thought things through. He didn't. He just was like very cerebral today, which is not always how Pi is, especially if you get him on Ryan.
Oh, I know.
Um, so like shout out to Pi for being like the unsung hero. He probably, I'm not trying to be mean, but had like the worst stats overall in the lobby and didn't look the best, but he was a very instrumental part and helped slowing down Rabble or putting pressure on their backline. He was doing a very good job of doing the little things to help Sage get those picks or Mellies to make those plays or just to keep me alive so I didn't have 15,000 deaths in their backline.
No, and that's a
Like
big thing.
on King of the Hill there, Pi was doing some amazing work with just putting the extra pressure on anybody that was diving you guys. It was it was really good to see.
And it's hard, especially with that Doom Fist, because Doom is not necessarily the most peely of tanks, and Mercy can only do so much. So to have just that we kind of just went in groups of okay, Sage, you're kind of by yourself. Me, Pi, we're gonna be together, and then Millie and Baguette. Obviously, we're gonna come together and help each other, but we tried to play as split as possible and not necessarily group as five. So to have that buddy system and have Pi with me to just help ease the pressure, and then also he likes to play hit scan. I play Baptiste. Hit scan, Bap window, good mix.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. I do want to cite one instance of what I think is a very ballsy play. On that last game, you were on Ana in the back line.
Yeah. Uh
What
huh.
talk me through the flank Ana?
Um. So Jared can explain just as well as I do. Frontline Ana, nobody expects it. Backline Ana, nobody expects it even more. And at that point, I know they didn't have cleanse or a Kiri at that point. So it's if I can get an anti and get a kill, especially on a brig just out of rally, that's gonna be massive because that's their AOE heal gun. I still have a Mercy with Valk available, so I would rather have a Mercy with Valk than one like Juno to heal a team with no ult. So it's if I can get a pick and not get super punished for it, or stagger them or anything like that. It's just little things of I don't care about my life. if I can help the team, I'm gonna do it. And I saw that the Brig was low out of rally. I saw she obviously she was out of rally, and they didn't, like I said, didn't have cleanse. So it's why not go in and try to make a play? Sure, I
Yeah.
got punished for it and I died.
But you got
But-
You
2.
did get 2 there. You did get 2, so it was
Right,
worth.
it's 2 for 1. Nobody thinks of Ana as like a DPS hero, and if you look at my statistics throughout the history of my career, it's
Yeah, you don't
almost
gotta
It's
explain
bad.
it. I've
It's
played,
really
I've
bad.
played a game. I've played with you. I have
Yeah.
dash cam.
And then,
Absolutely.
until people perma pick Kyria, it's hard to not pick the antis because then it forces them to take bad positions, which gives Sage so much angles to do stuff because they're behind cover, so they can get those charge punches onto the wall. Or melee will force them into melee's LOS. As we split up, the antis force people into LOSs where they think they're safe, but because we're so split, it's hard for them to get away from everybody on our team.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Do any of my co-hosts have any more questions, or am I good to wrap it up?
I got one more question. And then I'll hand it over to Freya if she's got any questions. If we've got to give a shout out to anybody on the enemy team, who would it be and why?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Tonk. Really beating the ball one trick allegations right now. Came out on a bunch of different heroes. And the thing I really like to see or saw from him was his willingness to be generous with his bubbles on Zarya. He's not a selfish Zarya player and says all the bubbles are for me. Most of the time he was bubbling the Genji in to go get a pick before he had to use the Flect. So I mean he was getting charged because we had to shoot the Genji because we had to kill him or we get killed. And that put a lot of pressure on us. I mean, you saw that especially on like second point Gibraltar, where Tonk wasn't necessarily, the one making space, but he was the one helping make space with those bubbles onto like the Cassidy or the Genji or those things. And we saw him come out on Ryan, we saw him come out on Hog, we saw him come out on the ball, but we saw him play a bunch of different things, so it was harder for us to necessarily plan against it. So shout out to Tonk for being so adaptable.
Yeah, it's all about the adaptations.
I do not have any questions. That was just really, really fun looking gameplay. I was happy to see you guys bring it back after that first round on the first map. That first round was a little tough, but you guys definitely brought it back from that forward.
We didn't get on time. Sage thought it was like 30 minutes later, so we all didn't get a quick play game in like we'd like to before. So we didn't get warmed up, didn't get our comms going and stuff. So kind of used that first round as a crutch.
I mean,
Gotta
hey, it gave you guys enough time to warm up and get in the mindset of, oh yeah, we're doing this right now, and from that point forward, you guys just seem to be really good. So good on you.
Thank you.
So, JP, I will be wrapping this up. There is a game next week, and actually it's later this week, that I think you are very aware of. It's a game against Fika Time, which is lovingly known as Team Sweden.
Yes.
Now, whether or not you're going to be there is obsolete. That is currently up in the air because you are John, JP, 3 Reigns. So, how do you feel going into your next match against Fika Time, with or without a sub?
I can't say a lot. I mean, I feel very confident. We looked very, very good today. Our columns are very clean. We felt comfortable. We played well together. We had a bunch of adaptability. We did all that stuff. So as a team, I feel confident, but I can't say anything about the other teams. I haven't got a chance to watch them. I know they have some very good players in their support line with Nalemos and
Hunter?
Hunta. Thank you. So I mean that's definitely something we'll have to watch out for. That support line can definitely cause some problems. So I mean, just have to peel a little more is going to be the big one. Other than that, a lot of their teams are unknown to me. So I mean, I wish them the best of luck. It seems like they're not doing terrible, and I'm sorry they have to play on ping, but I'll take the advantages where I can get them.
Well, JP3 Reigns, thank you so much for joining us for this interview. Thank you so much for winning. And also shout out for having the longest interview we've probably ever had.
I like
is
to give
true.
detailed answers.
Well, I like to
Bro
give
likes
detailed
to
questions.
yap. You talk too much.
Shout out Max.
Listen,
Yeah, shout out to my co-casters. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be wrapping this up though. So there are 2 games tomorrow. There is the rest of week 5, that being Fika Time versus T2. That is earlier in the day, like 6 p.m. EST, and then there will be the first game of week 6 being USA versus Air Force. Big games. Be there or be square. Goodbye.